name is Kelsey Swafford, and the encyclical I read is called Deus Caritas Est, which means God is love, written by Pope Benedict XVI. God is love, and he who abides in love abides in God, and God abides in him. We have come to know and believe in the love God has for us. This is a reading from the book of John, chapter 4, verse 16. Being a Christian is the result of encountering an event which gave life a decisive direction, not just because the idea sounded good to us. God's love is fundamental for our lives. Although love is used in many ways, such as love for our country, love between friends, love of work, love between parents and children, love between family members, love of neighbor, and love of God, one of the more prominent meanings of love is love between man and woman, because this is joining the man and woman together, having the promise of happiness. All the other types of love fade in comparison. Eros is love between man and woman. This was seen as poison by Christianity, which is not true. They said that if Eros is undisciplined, then it is a degradation of men, giving the example of prostitutes in the temple. Men treated them as objects instead of human beings. Eros isn't just to provide pleasure, but to give us a preview of what heaven has in store for us. It is also discovered that it isn't the spirit alone, nor the body alone, that loves. It is man, the person, a unified creature composed of body and soul, who loves. Once these dimensions are both unified, love, or eros, is able to mature. Love of neighbor, otherwise known as charity, is essential for the community. If we say we hate our neighbor, we are turning our back on God, since the love of God and neighbor have become one. It is shown that if we serve our neighbor, then our eyes will be open to see everything God does for us. Faith, hope, and charity go together. Hope is practiced through the virtue of patience. Faith tells us that God has given his Son for our sake and gives us the victorious certainty that it is really true, God is love. The encyclical is important because it helps everyone understand the importance of charity and love. No one's really argued against it, but Cardinal Cordes, he wrote about how he thought popes should have theologians instead of them writing things themselves. But Pope John Paul II and Pope Benedict XVI are both theologians, so he wrote about how it was okay for them to be.